Good afternoon. This is Shay in Silver Lake. It is December the 4th. It is 3 p.m. and it is 29 degrees. Just trying to kind of wait for it to get warmer. As you can still see, the snow is slowly melting. It was actually a little bit warmer today. You can hear it dripping in the background. So there's that. Ooh, look at that over there. That mountain, Table Rock. Look at that haze. Man, that would be a pretty video. I don't have a car right now, though. My son's been using my car. So, my daughter borrowed my car when her car was broke down. And she hit a deer on the driver's side and took out my headlight. Then my son, and then she's like, we replaced like a little bit of it. She got it taped up, all that kind of stuff, clear tape and stuff. And then my son coming home last night after he borrowed my car, hit a deer on the passenger side and took out that headlight. So when he came in, he told me, and then he's like, but don't worry, Mom, we ordered both of them, so you should be getting 2 new headlights soon. Like, wow. My daughter also had to replace the quarter panel, too, because it dented that, and she couldn't get a blue one, so I have a black one, which I don't really care, because it doesn't really bother me. I'm glad that neither one of my children were hurt. That's like the most important. And the car is still, they bumped it. Both of them were going like around 20 to 30 miles. My son thinks he was going 25. And he bumped it. So I didn't go out and look at it last night because they'll replace it. That's how my kids will replace it. I am very fortunate that they're, they go, when they borrow something, they do fix it. Okay, let's go in and read. Okay. I think I got it set up. Okay, so I found this. It's March, the Community Breeze 2024, and it has, I don't know what this word's supposed to be. Something, the North Lake Community, see, it's like covered over here. Something, North Lake Community of Christmas Valley, Fort Rock, Silver Lake, Summer Lake, Paisley, and Southern Deschutes County. So I would say more this way, more inland, up from Klamath. So, and it has like a bunch of ads, although there is this really cool picture of antelope that I thought I'd share. One of many large herds of antelope that are about near Silver Lake and between Fort Rock and Christmas Valley. I see these all the time, but I never get an opportunity to swing by and get that. And then this is spring, what it looks like in spring. And obviously this was like during springtime. Okay, and then there's like ads and lots of ads. I breezed through this, to be honest with you, and I got sucked into 2 of the stories, and just to be disappointed. So I didn't want to do that to you guys. So, but this particular one by Marie Lee, I like. And I thought that it was something worth going over. Okay, so historic buildings close to Highway 31. So Highway 31 is the main highway out here when I'm walking, and I go out to the main road, and all that traffic that I post when I'm go to the gas station and post the gas prices. Yeah, that's Highway 31. It's so busy. Okay. This is Marie Lee. And actually, I really like her style. I thought she was the best writer out of the whole entire magazine. Okay. Over in Klamath Falls, the Shaw Historical Society is preparing their 2024 journal. I may have mentioned this before, so if I have, please forgive me. The subject of this year's journal is buildings. The area of coverage is the Klamath, Modoc, and Siskiyou counties, a large area, so the number of buildings included will be quite limited. I have contributed articles on the Angler Theater here in Lakeview and the Hotel Chewachin in Paisley and Pioneer Salon and Restaurant in Paisley. And I cannot, down here, it tells us, I think this is the Chandler Station, is how I was trying to figure it out. There are many buildings from Lakeview north to Fort Rock that could be included, and that does not consider the rest of Lake County, west and east. One of the first buildings that comes to mind is the Fort Rock Grange Hall. Years ago, I was in that building for Lake County Oops, I just lost my glasses. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Where was I at? Oh yeah, I was down here. Okay. One of the first buildings that comes to mind in Fort Rock is the Fort Rock Grange Hall. Years ago, I was in that building for Lake County Pomona Grange meetings and potlucks, and I attended a few dances at the Fort Rock Grange in my youth, which they just had one this last year. I once had a little crush on a Fort Rock boy who shall not be named. My scant knowledge about the unique construction of the Grange Hall is that it was put together from abandoned homesteads. The Christmas Valley Lake Lodge was an interesting story. It was a very up-to-date establishment when it was opened by the M. Penn Phillips Company. I was writing a paper for a college class when it opened and was fortunate to be among those who dined there during the first year. Again, I may have already mentioned that once I owned a small glass ashtray with an inscription in its center stolen from the Christmas Valley Lodge. South of the Fort Rock, I have a memory of a long-gone summer Lake Grange Hall. I have memory of the long-gone summer Lake Grange Hall. Lake County Grangers visit each year and held county or Pomona meetings on a quarterly basis. For some odd reason, I remember eating the best pumpkin chiffon pie at the potluck affair in the Summer Lake Grange Hall. Okay, that's the theater. I don't know. Okay, wait. Okay, this is a picture of Fort Rock. This must be the Christmas Valley Lodge. That must be the lodge. Yeah, that is Christmas Valley Lodge because I've been there. And then that's a picture of Fort Rock. That's the theater. Okay, where were we at again? Sorry. Pictures! The Harris School in the Summer Lake remains one of the most picturesque and photographed structures in Lake County. Oil and watercolor artists are in love with it. Lake County Museum displays a pen and ink rendition of the Harris School. The James and Elizabeth Currier Foster House remains a historic centennial standing beside Highway 31, located about the mid-Summer Lake area, serving as a curator for the Schmink Memorial Museum. Schmink. Isn't Schmink a German word? Like Schminke? Doesn't that mean Schmink? think that means makeup. Makeup in German. Schminke. Schminke? I think that's makeup in German. My son likes German and makes me hear words all the time. But that's interesting for the name of a museum. Makeup Memorial Museum. Okay, whatever though. Okay, wait. Serving as curator for the Schmink Memorial Museum has given me a personal interest in that house. Among the museum's centerpiece, as visitors step through the front door, is Elizabeth Foster's upright grand piano, still very much in tune. Lula Foster Schmink was the youngest of James and Elizabeth's 15 children. Although not all 15 children were in the home during the same years, it goes without saying that the Fosters needed a large house. When the Fosters' ranch became profitable, James and Elizabeth decided to build a frame house to replace the log home they originally constructed. Lumber for the new house was sawn at a mill in Cedarville, California, freighted over Cedar Pass, and loaded onto a barge to travel north on Goose Lake from Lakeview, as it again freighted north to Summer Lake. Traveling south from Paisley through the Valley Falls area is the Chandler Station Ranch House. Although it remains standing, those striving to shore up its foundation seem to have abandoned the project. I have many fond memories of that house, as my great-aunt and great-uncle George and Audie Chandler made their home in that house for many years. It was built by my great-grandfather, S.B. Chandler. Although it never was in my childhood memory, it was a grand mansion. Aunt Audie filled it with lovely old-fashioned furnishings. She made a rock garden in the north lawn, and I later discovered was really her pet cemetery. There was a water fountain on the lawn where goldfish played and swam. Closer to Lakeview is the Hunter's Hot Springs complex of buildings. Originally built as a healing sanctuarium for ailing people, the resort has undergone various changes through the years. Within the grounds is a geyser named Old Perpetual. As long as the valley's water table remains high, Old Perpetual spouts about every 60 seconds. Down here in Lakeview, there is no space in the journal to include Lake County's old red brick courthouse, the Hereford building, the Indian Village restaurant, and its processional Hotel Lakeview. Both Methodist and Catholic churches deserve a paragraph or two. Like the folks who built and use our building, each one has a story. Ooh. I don't think I've ever read that long out loud in a really long time. I should have probably read it out loud before I read it to you guys. But I I just breezed through it. I didn't read all the little, detailed stuff, because I like my first initial with you guys being just, plain. So I thought it was cute. I'd read this section before. The buildings are pretty cool. And more than likely, I'll probably run across these buildings on my mini. Like, the next time I go to Christmas Valley, I'm going to stop and do a video of this, because a lot has changed since that. And then that, of course, is Fort Rock. Although I've never really stopped to... there's a hill that goes down into Fort Rock. So you're up above this. So you look down at it. And I've done videos of it before, but it's been a year or so, maybe even 2, since I've gone and done those videos. But they're in in my shorts section. They're not like, I haven't done any long videos on them. And I should have done that because that's a really cool. It's shocking when you come from the top of that hill and then you start to go down and you look down over and you see this crater and you're looking into it instead of looking directly at it. You're looking into it. It is a phenomenal view. I mean, it's breathtaking. Like my son, when he first saw it, was shocked, just like I was when I was. One of the gals at the gas station took me over there for dinner one night, and she took me down that road, and she did it on purpose because didn't mention it to me until we hit the crest of the hill and started to go down. And I was like, and she's like, it's their favorite thing for one of the locals to do around here when they're showing the view of that. They like doing that. So I thought this one was a great magazine that I found. And then I also found, this one is the second one that I have. I have not breezed through it. What? When was this? This is recent. I don't know what they're talking about being a drastic decline because they're always in my yard. There was just 10 of them over in my neighbor's yard, and then 2 days later I was standing talking to my daughter and a whole bunch of them walked through it. It was so late at night though, like it was really dusk and there was barely any light out, so you wouldn't have it wasn't worth me whipping out my camera for it, but they're everywhere here. So I thought I would look through this one with you guys next time, but give you oh, this is the language program for, I'm not sure what tribe this one is for. Because I know that that they're different. They're all different. So this might be for, it's for the Klamath tribes, which is different. Mine's Northern Swampy Cree and Coquille, so a little bit different. But anyway, so I thought we'd go through that one next time. 17 minutes, not bad. Thought I did pretty good. I like this one a lot better than I did the other one. It's more like ads and stuff and things that I should know. And I will check out that Willow's place because I do want to check out that antiques, whatever. And if there's anything really cool in there. Oh, and I thought we'd do like a show and tell. And what can I show and tell? Okay, so my son, besides him wrecking my car, and getting that replaced, so it'll be all better probably like in a week or two. But check out this. What? I know. Look at this. It is porcelain, metal. And see what it looks like underneath. I've not washed it off or anything yet. Super cool, huh? Yeah, his boss, I think they were cleaning or whatever out their store, and his boss, he asked his boss, he's like, hey, can I have this? And she told him, she's like, no. And he wasn't that surprised because, I mean, it's pretty cool. And then, he was like, oh, bummer. And she's like, why do you want it anyway? And he's like, I want it for my mom. And then she's like, oh, I thought you wanted it to sell it. And he's like, no, I want to give it to my mom as a gift. So she said, okay, you can go ahead and have it. Isn't that cool? I love it. It's like a porcelain paint because like this is like chipped. So I don't know quite how. But my son loves old signs ever since American Pickers. And this is the second one this week. And I have a lot of really cool old signs from him. He always brings me, I don't know why, he collects the old signs, but then gives them to me. So I don't know what the whole collection thing is going on, because it's not really him collecting, it's me collecting at this point. But this was the one that he'd found the week prior. Oh, I don't even know if I can fit it on here. Oh. Well, I gotta take my camera off the stand because it's not gonna work. Okay. It is huge. This one is huge. It almost takes up my whole table. And that one he found the week prior. And this one's in mint condition. And it's metal too, as you can hear. So he found this one and that 2 Pepsi ones back to back. It's the first time we've ever found a soda one. Some of the other ones that he has found, I don't know, maybe I'll do a another video, but there's this really cool one that he got off. One time there was a king tide and a ship, part of a ship was unearthed, and he got, it was like the front mat or the front of it, and it had this big old metal nameplate on it. It's so cool. Hold on a second. If you can see it, it's up above the old outhouse that they tore down and replaced, and they let my son have that sign. But it's the Great Majestic. That's what that one up there says. It's like it's super heavy. And this one fell. These 2 I bought. I bought that one over there too. But anyway, it's called the Great Majestic. Right, I just wanted to give you guys a perspective on how big those signs were. See, my son-in-law, my grandson, Landon's dad, Jesse, got me the gecko one. And then this one is huge. Like, I mean, it is huge. And then this other one is pretty long. This would be so cool, like, on a garage refrigerator, or like the bottom drawer, like in a garage that you would pull something out. Like, that would be so cool. So anyway, so peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. And super cool that I got to do a little show and tell with you and read a little bit about our area. That was cool, you know. So we will talk to you guys next time. May you have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, hour, second, lifetime, month. And may peace be with you always. So you guys, we'll see you tomorrow. All right.